Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods here this morning. I know I've had some issues with some of the sound stuff. Hopefully, I have it cleared up now. Let me know. Don't go back on videos that happened before. I got that. There's been some sound issues and things with some other stuff, but just let me deal with what's going on right now. So if there's a problem from this video, let me know there's a problem on this video. Unfortunately, I don't always have enough time to go through and edit. I'm a one take guy that I take it, send it on its way, and get out of here with it. All right, so today's Friday. It is almost the weekend. It is pouring down rain outside here where I live, which is on the East Coast, which is not that far away from New England. And unfortunately, it's going to rain all weekend into Sunday. And on Sunday, right now, the weather forecast has been varying. Originally, I've been watching it since last Sunday. Originally, they were looking at snow and ice and rain in New England, but the temperature has kind of creeped up. They're forecasting about 45 degrees and about an inch of rain. So it's going to be bad conditions for playing football, but at least it's not going to be below freezing and it is not going to be snowing. In which case, if, and I mean a big if the Dallas Cowboys can get the running game going with Zeke Elliott, and the Dallas Cowboys have not been able to really run consistently in the last 2 weeks, we know Zeke has not eaten. In fact, two of the lowest yard totals of Zeke's career, definitely the lowest two back to back, and I don't expect them to be that low. New England, it seems like their Achilles heel is basically the running game, where running backs are getting 4.6 yards. So there's that dynamic. But the Cowboys, as of late, have not had a lot of luck against New England. The last time we played New England, we lost 30-6 in 2015. Of course, that was without Tony Romo. But even Tony Romo never had success against New England. Now we don't play each other very often. In fact, this group of guys, Zeke, Amari, Dak, none of these guys have faced Tom Brady before. So this is a totally new, different team. And hopefully we can do something different. I look at New England, and New England, no matter what the stances are, they always seem to be a great team. But I think we are beginning to finally see Tom Brady's age catching up to him. Tom Brady is still a great quarterback. He doesn't necessarily have the same weapons that he would normally like to have. Gronk's not there. Right now we know Mohamed Sanu, who they just traded for, who's got 11 catches thus far, he's not going to be available for this game. And their offense isn't what's leading them for the first time, really. It's really their defense. When you look at the games like the Eagles last week, where they win 17-10, it's that defense. When you look at the victory against Buffalo, it's they won 16-10, and it was a defensive score. The offense did not get a touchdown. So you're seeing the last 6 games or so, Tom Brady coming back down to earth. And in fact, for the first time, he's not rated as a top 10 quarterback. I know that's hard to believe. And Dak Prescott is now ranked 5th. Kind of surprising, if you say the least. So that's where we are with this. We know Van Der Esch is not going to be able to play. He's been dealing with, of course, the neck injury, that slash back injury. And looking at him over the course of the last couple of weeks, he hasn't been anywhere near as effective as he was last year. And last year, he was the wolf hunter. Right now, we have not been hearing the howl. And it may be good that Sean Lee is able to come in. Now, I know Sean Lee is old, but you know what? Sean Lee has been staying healthy. And thank God that we signed him, because Thomas has actually been out dealing with an illness the last 2 days. We'll see if he gets back to practice today. So thank God that we ended up bringing him back. But I want to ask a question this morning. We got today, tomorrow, and all day Sunday to go over the stats and everything else for this game. But here's the thing to me. I know we lost to the Jets. I know we lost to New Orleans. I know we lost to Green Bay. And I know we lost to, who else did we lose to? The Saints. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Vikings. Brain fart. The thing about this is, when you look at those games, we were in every single one of them. I know you can look at the Green Bay one and say maybe we just caught up because it was garbage time, whatever. Okay, that may be the case. I don't know. But we were in each of those games, even though our defense didn't perform the way you would like it to, except New Orleans. They showed up for New Orleans. Our special teams haven't been quite there. Our offense hasn't been getting in gear until second quarter, sometimes the second half. This team has the pieces and the parts to be able to win. It's just that they need to put it all together. That's it. If they don't get down 14 points to a team, I'd say they got a good chance of winning. If the defense could start getting some takeaways, give the offense some extra opportunities, reduce what the other team's able to do, that gets you a win. This team, as much as people want to say the Cowboys are a middle of the road team, they are literally just a couple of plays away from being, say, 8-2 or better. It's a couple of plays. It's a couple of bad calls by the officials. Now, the officials crew that's going to be here for Sunday, fortunately, this crew calls less penalties than any other crew in the NFL. So maybe, just maybe, we might get a break. But what I want to see, for once, I am begging, I am pleading, hoping and praying that maybe for once that us as Cowboy fans can stop being crabs in a barrel. If we could stop this Romo versus Dak, because it shouldn't be about one versus the other where you have to choose sides. Instead, you want to look at it from the standpoint of we had Tony Romo, which was great, and now we got Dak Prescott. Think about it if you were a Washington Redskin. You look at it and say, yeah, we had RG3, and then we got Kirk Cousins, and then we got Alex Smith, and then we got Case Keenum, and then we got Haskins. Yeah. You could be the Browns that had Brandon Wheaton and Johnny Manziel, and now you got Faker Mayfield. We should be excited, all of you that hate Dak Prescott, we should be excited that now he's playing better. That he's playing like a top-tier franchise quarterback instead of hating that guy. If we go through, and when I do this, it drives me crazy because people take it as you are disrespecting Tony Romo. I am not disrespecting Tony Romo. Tony Romo was a great quarterback for our Cowboys. Great like Dan Marino was for the Miami Dolphins. Unfortunately, neither of them got a ring. Tony Romo holds most of the passing records currently for the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Romo won some games that he shouldn't have. Tony Romo kept the team better than maybe it should have been some of the times. But like anybody, Tony Romo had mistakes too. Everybody does. Nobody is 100% completions in passing. Nobody never throws interceptions. That's perfect. Nobody ever has perfect games where they never have a bad pass. They all do. But if we look at right now, you should be happy as could be. Even with Dak Prescott regressing that 2017 season, Tony Romo's first 4 years, which were great, 15,045 yards. Right now, Dak Prescott, 14,097. I think Dak Prescott will get over that 15,000 yards. Tony Romo had 107 touchdown passes. Dak has 88. I don't think he'll get to 107, but then again, I could be wrong. Tony Romo had 55 interceptions. Dak Prescott's got 34. Tony Romo average per yard 8.1. Dak 7.8. Same neighborhood, even with the regression. Completion percentage 63 for Tony Romo. Dak 66.4. I don't say this to throw shade on Tony Romo. I say this so that way you guys understand what you're seeing here are good numbers. And a guy who stays healthy. Have you ever seen Dak Prescott on the injury report? Oh, maybe there was that one with his hand. But has never missed time. Consummate professional. Instead of being mad that Tony Romo's no longer there, be happy that you had somebody to take his place. I get it. I get it. Nobody wants to be the person who follows behind somebody great. You don't want to be the next guy after a woman broke up with somebody else that was in a long relationship. I get that. But in the end, can we just put away the hatred and all be Dallas Cowboy fans and put into the universe that we can beat New England? I don't know if it'll make a difference, but you know what? I believe it will. And that's why I'm putting all my faith behind my Cowboys for this weekend. All right, I got to hit the road. Got to go get this hot water heater and take this other one back. And we'll be driving in the rain all day. So hope you guys have a great Friday. And I guess I'll be smoking and barbecuing out in the rain. But you know, I'll do whatever it takes for my Cowboys. I'll see you here tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, for our live stream.